Today we're going through some hill sprints today. We're gonna go just a real low volume workout. We already did a warm up with some sleds over there and tried some different stuff. We're gonna make the main focus on quality over quantity, short distances, long breaks, move fast, and that's gonna be kind of the objective and the reason we're using hill sprints. It's a great way to train sprinting safer just because the leg turnover is a little slower, you're not going quite as fast, so you have kind of a natural built-in braking system on your hamstrings. By default, mimics the angle of acceleration, builds mental toughness, just badass too, like Mike Singletary, Jerry Rice, all of these greats did it. I just started doing them a while back and never stopped because I love them too. I mean, they're definitely a psychological component of it's just fun and something I love to do.
So you were saying like if someone's maybe just getting into some sprints, would you say like a hill's a good place to start and then really short distance?
Yeah, the only thing to be careful about is when you explode off because your Achilles, you know what I mean? If you haven't done that before. So
because of the angle of the hill too,
yeah, or
right?
even on the flat, just because that initial burst off. So it's almost like you can accelerate into it. I've rarely seen anybody get hurt under 20 yards. So obviously some serious like kind of tissue dysfunction, I haven't done anything in a long time. Someone's gonna watch this and bad things can happen, but generally under 20 yards, I don't see people get hurt sprinting.
Mm-hmm. And what about maybe percentage-wise? Someone's first day going out, how many sets? Maybe what percentage should they be looking at rather than, like, maybe it's not a great idea for them to go 100, right?
Oh, like when I get into it? So for me personally, when I got back into sprinting, it took a couple years, I just did very short, but initially just did tempo runs. So that would be like, you know, a sub-maximal run with sprint mechanics. So like 100 yards and less, usually about 50. And I would time them, keep getting them progressively better to get like the overall conditioning base, but make sure I did them with like sprinting form. And then once I got comfortable, introduce shorter sprints. First, I did resisted with a sled and hill sprints. They slow you down, they slow that turnover so that not only does it like mimic the mechanics of acceleration, the main thing I think it does for you is it slows you down, but not so much that it's like, you know, if we put like that sled with 1,000 pounds, you move, it's not like that. It's slowing you down slightly. And it also still requires a high effort.
Right.
And definitely gonna transfer over to the flat ground. I mean, a lot of people, Walter Payton, Jerry Rice, these guys train primarily on hills.
Right.
There's some guys now that are even training just on hills, then they go to the field later on. So it's not like there's like, oh, well, there's just like this 3-month period to get back to flat ground. On the tempo runs, okay, so I don't have the Josh definition of what a tempo run would be is like in that 60 to 70% range.
Okay.
With good mechanics. So
100 meters for somebody could take maybe 20 seconds.
So I say I have a good,
like
so like for like some of the elite like tactical athletes I train, one of the metrics I'll look at could be, can you do, this is gonna require some speed though, 15-second 100 yards, 45-second break, do it 20 times.
Oh, wow.
In a row. So that would be, if you can do that, you're at a pretty damn elite level of conditioning.
Oh, I would say that your VO2 max is probably 50 or 60.
Yeah.
If you can do that.
Okay. It's a new challenge for you.
20, 15-second sprints.
So 20 100-yard tempo runs. You have to complete 100 yards in 15 seconds. You get a 45 seconds. So basically you're doing 20 of them in 20 minutes.
I don't think anybody in the world can do that.
Oh, lots of people can.
That's rough.
What's 100 yards versus meters? Like how many?
100, that'd be 110 yards.
110 yards is 100
Yeah.
meters.
I mean, if you consider, you can't.
Well, 15 seconds. Is
if you can't sprint 100 yards in 15 seconds, I mean, like, it's not being mean, you're just not fast.
Yeah.
Be a great member of humanity, you're just not a fast person. whole thing is going to be 100 to 200 yards by the end. It's not very much. It's quality over quantity.
So
Like, so I do my conditioning too, but it's completely like a different thing.
Yeah, conditioning is way different, yeah.
Because I'm more paranoid about losing speed than getting conditioning, because I can only.
Right.
Well, we're going to this ball. You don't have time to build up. You just want to get off and get to it. So if I'm right here, I usually just do like this if I'm going. Boom, bust into it, but you're a better man than me. I don't want to mess with this stuff, so.
So let me ask you this: doing that, what does that change? Because I was just doing that because it feels.
I
good.
feel like that's what I'm gonna actually, if I have to sprint in real life.
Okay.
I haven't really raced many people lately, so it's more like I'm just have to take off and go.
Okay.
Racing.
I've raced my son, but that's about it.
Yeah.
He's fast, so
Racing can be really good, but you might want to also be a little careful with that too, right? If
Yeah.
if you haven't done it in a while and you're going with someone that's maybe been doing it for a bit,
That's why I
you
don't
might
do
want to be a little cautious, right?
I don't do that kind of stuff much, because I always feel like once you push something to a competitive level, the chances of getting hurt are more. Like Zuckerberg got hurt when we started doing jiu-jitsu like competitively, right? Versus like just going with the guys and rolling a bit. All these things like that can happen. And I feel like right now, the best I've ever felt. I'm pretty good at a lot of different things. So if I start competing in all this stuff, then I love powerlifting. I love being great at it, but there wasn't a lot of other stuff I could really do. I don't want to limit myself in those other areas. And I feel like the chance of injury goes up, and then even if it's in just the mindset, maybe it's just me, but like just become like less functional, productive member of society, to my family, all that stuff. Like
Maybe after the next set, if you could explain the difference a little bit more about conditioning versus working for speed.
Right.
After this set, we'll do one more set. He's having too much fun.
When I tell people like hill sprinting, I tell them to not go faster than like a state that they can be fairly relaxed in. Because when people start trying to go fast, they start trying a lot. You know what I mean? Where it's like they start reaching their foot out more,
Right.
They start really trying, and that actually makes you slower, but also I think increases
chance of injury.
chance of getting injured.
You think it's because of faulty mechanics, or because they're just
Faulty mechanics, and like the thing is, like when I'm the fastest, I'm also the most relaxed. So you need to build up. I think that you need to build up an ability to have speed, but also have a level of
right?
not like lax, but there's a certain amount of relaxation you have.
There absolutely is.
Right. So, but when
And I think you can get away with it, like, so I know if I was gonna get like serious shot sprinting, like actually distance, I would have to work on that, because you can power, even some of the 60 meter guys are kind of power, you know?
Yeah.
So like if you're not gonna really push it beyond that, it's not that you don't want to focus on, it's just not gonna handicap you as bad. If you go, I remember I had a coach in high school, they were doing 200s, and he just you look like a freaking ape, he said. He yelled at me coming around the turn, because it's like, you know? But like they never think about it, like inside 40, oh, you're fast, and like other people, like that looks good, you know? But then when they see you out there, it's different. So I think the further you go in sprinting, the more, for performance sake, but obviously for like injury's sake at shorter distances. When I think of like feel good and I think of going fast, I think more of my arms, because your arms kind of get you going more than the legs. If you focus on your legs.
You have a good point. Like if someone's doing a short distance, they're only going to be able to go so fast.
Right.
So I think what I try to share with people is to tell them, just don't even bother to try to go fast. If you're new, you're not going to, okay, maybe you're a little bit faster than someone else because maybe you have previous experience, but don't go and try to be fast. Don't try to lift heavy right out of the gate, you know, just
I'm also anal
take your
on
time
terminology. I'll correct people that I'm working with when they say we did the sprints. I said, what sprints are you talking about? Did you go off program? Well, on Saturday, no, those are tempo runs. What do you mean? I said, 10 seconds for 50 yards, you're a good athlete. That ain't a sprint. And I just know it's not. So that's a tempo run. That's a different thing. Like, what's the purpose? What's the intention? Like, you're not trying to max out in a cable fly. You're not trying to max out in a tempo run. It's a different thing. Like, that cable fly, it's a mind muscle connection. This is like, that's how I notice when I've
10 sprints with a minute rest is a different style of workout, much like if you were to go for a max in the gym, that's a way different workout than a bodybuilding style workout.
Pre-exhaust or something, yeah.
Right. One's for conditioning, one's for speed, and they're different. And when you do speed, you need the rest, right?
You need the rest.
You need to be a little lazy like we're being.
And that's sort of like if you're working with kids and stuff, you could run into those problems of, well, like so-and-so didn't come home and like want to puke or something. Like, why? Well, because we're trying to get faster, so he's not running any faster if he's dead tired. Don't stop for 30 minutes.
Feels nice to be out here today. Got some sprints in with Josh and Nsima, and just gonna finish with a jaunt right here. It's not gonna be anything too crazy. I'll see if I can pick up the pace and pick up the speed a little bit as I go. Just try to drive the knees. Feels really good. It's a long ass hill. Yo, Adrian, I did it.
Yo, Adrian, I did it.
Really cool workout today with Josh. Love kicking it with him. And Nsima, motivating. Josh was like, he's moving quick, man. That's inspiring to me. He works on it. I haven't had an opportunity to work on it in a while just because of the foot. But now I saw the intensity. I saw the intensity he was working with. And so it makes me think to myself, like, I could work with that intensity. I know how to do that. So I'll put a little bit more. Also, even with my foot, with my plantar fasciitis or my bottom of my Achilles tendon bugging me, I can still do these shorter sprints very easily. When I say the word sprint, I use the term loosely, 70, 80%. And for me, I need to do the tempo runs like he was mentioning and work on maybe even some 40, 50, 60, 100 meter work where I'm trying to keep good form and stay in like a 70% range. So need to work on that. And on the opposite end, work on the speed, power development of some of those shorter distance ones. We'll follow Josh along, see if he's got other good gems for us. Always great to have him here. We'll have him explaining some cool shit on the podcast today too. Strength is never weakness, weakness is never strength. Catch you guys later.